I'm fine. I'm fine. Stop making such a big deal about everything.
Oh, no, I wouldn't want to do that. After all, you've only got a fever, and your eyes don't look like they focus half the time. You can barely stand up.
The couch. I love this couch so much.
I know. You go.
Cass, I'm just going to lay down 2 minutes, and then I'll go.
What's wrong with Kevin?
Oh, he's sick. He fainted in the diner.
Kevin fainted?
Oh, what can I say? He's always falling down on the job.
I didn't faint. To prove it to the two of you, I'm going upstairs right now. And I'm gonna pack. And then I'm gonna come on down here. And I'm going to the airport, and I am going.
Where are you going?
Rio, he thinks he's going to Rio.
I can say it. I'm going.
Oh.
Timber.
You know, the director thinks tonight's going to be a big smash.
This is your first big event since you bought the station. Why not make it a smash? That's why they call it a slam, right? Oh, Max, I can't wait to hear people read these poems. They're so romantic.
Yeah, you know, I went through that book, and I could not come up with one poem that fit us in our situation.
What are you talking about? There are dozens of love poems in here that fit us. How do I love thee? Let me count the ways. What do you think? Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? What about that one? Yeats? There's William Butler Yeats in here. He must have written something that applies to us. Max, come on. There are Beatle lyrics in here. I mean, there has to be something then in here that reminds you of the two of us.
Yeah, I would have thought the same thing, too. But then I discovered something.
What?
You've been holding out on me.
Hey, look at you. Hey, I'm surprised to see you. What's up?
Well, I went by your office today, and they said you hadn't come in, so I decided to stop by. You see, I know how obsessed you get right before a trial. Sometimes you hole yourself up and eat nothing but sugar for days.
Come on, that is not me you're talking about. That's your mother, all right? I just thought I'd work at home today. You know what? Let me clean up this mess here and give you some room to sit.
Daddy, it is so nice to know that you're eating right.
Baby, come on. Don't worry about me, all right? I'm real cool with this case about Antonio Vega, and sweetheart, the way I see it, it's in the bag.
Any luck?
Are you kidding? Trying to change Antonio's mind is like trying to turn a dinosaur around in a small room.
Antonio, letting Hank move up the start date of this trial is a big tactical error. I can file a motion. We can get a couple of weeks. We're giving Hank an edge he doesn't deserve.
Nora, it's like I told Thea. Look, I gotta think about what this is doing to my family, not to mention Andy and the people of Angel Square. I'm innocent. I need a not guilty verdict as soon as I can get it. Not for me, for them.
Fine, I won't contest the start date. Doesn't leave us much time. We have a lot of work to do. I want you to check over this list of witnesses. Tell me what you think. Meanwhile, I'll just fill this bowl of something we can munch on. I can't believe I ate the whole thing.
Nora?
Yeah?
You forgot a name.
I did? Who did I leave out?
Me.
You know what? I knew you would lose your sense of time, so I decided to stop off at Yung Ching. And you know what? I got us some gum, and some nice chicken and rice.
All right. You know what? I knew the day you were born that you were smart. Cool, let's do it.
Okay. Hey, I've been reading about the case in the news.
Yeah?
You know, Mom, of course, has been giving me her slant on things. I've also been helping her with the case. But, you seem to be really, really confident.
Confident? Come on, what are you talking about? Look, can the Bulls throw down some hoop? I got this thing in the bag.
Oh, assuming that the jury believes you.
Oh, they'll believe me, all right. You see, we've got the MOM. That's motive, opportunity, and means. And motive is where we've got the tightest lock. Incidentally, we got a little help on this, courtesy of your Uncle RJ. Cool.
Oh.
This is cool. Yeah, he told us that Carlo found out that the cops were getting close to him, and so he decided to run. And then he told us that Carlo had managed to get his hands on several forged passports.
Really? Well, how do you feel about good old Uncle RJ helping you out that way? Isn't that kind of nice of him?
Oh, come on, baby, forget about that, huh? The only reason RJ said anything is because he wants Antonio Vega to take the fall for the murder.
You have to call me to the stand, Nora.
No, I don't. Not if I don't think it's in your best interest. Tay and I have discussed this. We're in agreement.
I don't care. I need to tell my side.
Antonio, hear me out on this one, all right? The whole key to our winning this case is if we stay in control. Now, the best way for us to lose control is letting Hank rip you and your testimony apart in front of a jury.
I agree.
Thank you for sharing.
Antonio, our whole defense is based on reasonable doubt, which means demolishing all the circumstantial evidence backing up Hank's case. We have to take it apart piece by piece and hold each piece up for ridicule. So after all that work, you want me to put you on the stand so that you can slip up and mention, for instance, your past or your working relationship with Carlo Hesser?
And Hank Gannon pounces on it.
And we lose control.
You know Nora's right about this, Antonio.
Oh, Antonio, please, listen. I know you want a chance to tell your side of the story. I believe your side. I do. I would love everybody in that courtroom to hear your side of the story. The reason I'm not putting you on the stand, it's legal, not personal.
And it's a very good reason. Okay, you'd be a terrible witness on your own behalf. You've got a rotten temper. You always have had, okay? The DA will provoke you until you lose it. You could do more damage in 10 seconds than we could repair in 10 years. And then Hank Gannon could have another theory to the case. Hot-blooded Latino ex-con who kills Hesser because he hurt your girlfriend.
Are you both finished?
Will you please don't fight me on this
No,
one.
don't you fight me.
Hey, what are you talking about? What am I holding out on?
Jig is up, Maggie. Renee talked. She told me. She saw you talking to a customer. A male of the opposite sex. And she said it was quite intense. He was glued to you the whole time. A man of my experience knows that when his woman's got his eye on something else. Look, Maggie, if it's time to say adios, then why ask me to find a love poem to fit us in our situation when we don't have one?
Stop it. Stop it, all right? I'm flattered that you're jealous and everything, but I was talking to the guy because he had some problems. And I had no idea that it looked like he was glued to me, okay?
You know, one of the things I love about you is the fact you don't know the impact you have on men. What was this guy, local or something?
Max, you want to go over some of the orders of the songs?
Yeah, just a second.
You're busy. I'll let you get back to your work.
You know it's teasing, right?
Oh.
About the poem.
Oh.
For you and me.
So you did take something out?
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna recite it and everything. I got it memorized.
Go ahead, recite it now.
No, I can't. No, it's a surprise. You're
Well,
gonna blow
I'll
it.
act surprised. Really, that'll be okay, right?
Oh, okay. Roses are red, violets are blue. You're no longer a nun, and boy, am I glad.
Everyone else is going to be reciting Dickinson and Keats and Shelley and Shakespeare, and you're going to recite that.
Yeah. That comes straight from the heart. I mean, I was up till 3 in the morning composing that one. It's absolute truth, Maggie. I mean, what more could you want?
You'll figure it out, Max.
Hello? Oh, hi, Renee. Yeah, she's right here.
Hello? Oh, hi, darling. Look, I think we're going to have a full house for Valentine's Day, so could you swing by and get some red roses so we can hand them out as favors? Jim Bowden says he's got some in the shop for us.
Sure, it's a great idea. I'll leave now.
Thanks. One more thing. You remember that guy that was here yesterday, the one who simply could not get enough of you? Well, he's back again today, twice as charming. And he says he's not leaving until you get here.
Not that it was what you
What do you want me to tell him, Maggie?
Tell him that I will meet him at the Palace Hotel outside the restaurant.
Why?
Oh, could you just tell him that for me, Renee? 10 minutes. Thanks.
So what's up? What do Renee want? No more plumbing problems or roadies, is there?
No. She wants me to pick up some roses from the florist. He's holding them for us.
Great.
And also...
What about Hootie and the Blowfish?
Not. And also...
And REM?
No, you're swamped. I'll meet you at Rhodey's, okay? I'll see you.
Come here. Bye.
Hey, Max.
Yeah?
I love you.
I didn't faint. I'm just fine. I got a little woozy, that's all.
Well, you look like you were out of the cartoons, my friend. Fall down, kerplunk, boink.
Don't say boink in front of the minister's wife.
I never saw anyone faint with their eyes open.
I didn't faint.
Sure look like you
Just a little woozy.
You look...
Joey, do me a favor, okay? Go inside the kitchen and get those big vitamin C tablets, okay? I'll down about a bottle of those and I'll just feel hunky-dory and then I can be on my way to the airport.
My friend, no way.
You don't understand, okay? Antonio's trial is coming up next week and Cassie and I have a hot lead.
No, you have a big cold. Be right back.
Kevin, you better listen to your brother. He's right. Now, I know I said that I couldn't go down to Rio because family has to come first, but listen, we can follow this lead up on the telephone in the morning. We'll call
Cass,
Basil to
now
Rio.
stop. You can't call them on the telephone. They're not going to give you squat over the phone. You have to go there and be there in their face. You think if they're hiding dirty money for Carlo Hesser that they're going to answer a couple of polite questions over the phone? No, they're not. So I got to get dressed and go to the airport.
No, wait. Now, you listen to Mommy Dearest, all right? You are sick and you are not going to Rio.
Sorry, I can't hear you. My head's spinning.
Fine.
I think you ought to do as you're told.
Well, I always knew he was a brilliant kid. Here. 2. Thank you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I gotta leave. I would stay and stand guard. However, I told Andrew I would meet him for lunch.
No problem. I will watch him as best I can. No way he is going to any airport. But I also will warn you, once he gets something into his head, he is a wee bit like a pit bull.
Tell me about it.
Thank you. Bye.
Are we calmer now?
Look, Nora, it's very simple. Okay, these people know me. They know I'm a man of my word. I know you and Dad don't want me to take the stand. Hey, look, if I had a client like me, I'd probably counsel him not to take the stand, too.
Yeah, but you're not the lawyer. You're the...
Sorry?
Objectively, you're right. Okay, it is a very smart tactic, but I cannot let that rule what I do. I need to stand up in that courtroom in front of my family and all my friends and say I didn't kill Carlo Hesser. I am not a murderer.
Antonio, you have made that statement when you entered your plea, and I will be making it over and over again during the trial. Your family knows you're innocent.
Yeah. and they will believe me whether I testify or not.
That's right.
But, Nora, I know this community, all right? The people in Angel Square will always have a doubt in the back of their minds if I don't get up on that stand.
Don't underestimate them, Antonio. They respect you too much to doubt your word. Look at the way they all came out for that fundraiser.
Yeah, they came out. They came out to help me fight. You know what I would think if I knew someone who sat behind their defense table and didn't say a word during their trial? I would think he didn't testify because he was guilty. Well, I'm not guilty. What was that all about, counselor?
Daddy.
Yep.
Do you think you're being hard on Uncle RJ because of his past? You know, instead of looking at what's happening in his life right now? I mean, he could have told you about Carlo Hester's plans, you know, to maybe help his brother out.
You know, baby, I hope you're right for your sake. I mean, I would love it if RJ turned his life around and hit it for the straight and narrow. But don't forget, I've known him a lot longer than you have.
So, maybe he thought it was important for you to, you know, to know about Carlo Hester's plans and the passports.
To help us get a lock on Antonio's motive. I mean, we already had a ton of physical evidence against Vega. We even had a possible motive. That he killed Carlo because Carlo had attacked Andy Harrison and put her in the hospital.
Oh, come on, Dad. That is such an extreme case of revenge. So you're saying that Antonio went out, found Carlo Hester, and murdered him, even when he knew that Andy was fine.
Honey, revenge is just a part of it, all right? I mean, there's still that little matter of a sizable inheritance. And believe me, people will kill even faster for money than they do for love. And if Antonio knew that Carlo was going to disappear, why not kill the golden goose before he gets away, huh? And after all, Antonio was the main beneficiary of Carlo's will. Now, I know your mother says that the will is a forgery, but my people say it could be Carlo's signature. And even if it were a forgery and Antonio couldn't inherit, Carlo had tons of money stashed in foreign banks. Now, all the killer had to do, if he were smart, was just sit and wait a while and then go for the money.
So, if someone knew where the money was and got their hands on it...
Not somebody. Antonio Vega.
Antonio, I'm sorry. I know my personal opinion is not relevant here.
That's right. Let's keep things on a professional level, shall we?
She's my lawyer, and she's got all these negative feelings about me being innocent.
You want to talk about negative feelings? Nora and I are working 20 hours a day to build a case to counter the prosecution's very powerful evidence against you. And you walked in here more concerned about making a speech to your friends and family than you are about getting off. That's what I call negative.
I should have known you would never understand what I was talking
Boys
about.
boys and girls. Let's just cool it a minute here, okay? Thank you. Antonio, I know you want the chance to erase any doubt about your innocence, but you know as well as I do that you will lessen your chances of success if you take that stand.
Nora, I have got to...
No, I will consider it. And we'll decide when the time comes. We're a long way off from presenting our side of this case. In the meanwhile, I want this arguing stopped. Understood?
Yeah.
Understood.
Thank you. I have to go down to the courthouse right now. I'll go pick up the DA's latest list of witnesses, and then I have to go interview a cop who was on the SSO Ryan the night of the murder. While I'm gone, will someone please finish that motion to exclude the shirt fragments? Nothing like legal jargon and technical burnt fibers that puts me to sleep, and I don't want to do that to the judge.
Okay, I'll take care of it.
Thank you. Won't be gone long. Don't touch anything.
I am going to testify.
Well, then you better be prepared. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
You think Carla could have chosen a bank any farther from home?
What's really awful is that Kevin's right. I'm not going to get anywhere calling Banco de Rio.
No way, no. They're not going to give you any information over the phone, especially when RJ's letter says he needs a power of attorney. Oh, boy. Kevin's sick.
Oh, to die. And this could be a real story of the year for the Banner. I mean, with the trial being pushed up, and the prosecution saying that Antonio wanted Carlo's money.
Yeah, right. He wanted Carlo's money. You got the prosecutor's brother. He almost has his hands on it.
Andrew, if we could just get some incriminating evidence against RJ, Antonio could go free. But by the time Kevin's well enough to fly to Rio, it's going to be too late. RJ's going to have his hands on the money. We won't have a story, and Antonio is going to be framed for murder.
No, I understand. I understand. Yeah, bad situation. I feel bad for Carlotta, for Christian.
Yeah, I know. Me too. Okay, that's enough about me and my problems. How are you? Have you gotten that community center up and running again at full speed?
Not yet.
Andrew, your father's AIDS Foundation program. Been meaning
How long would it take you to pack and go to the airport?
What?
Kevin can't go. Somebody's got to.
Andrew, are you saying that I should go to Rio?
Yeah. Listen, I appreciate the fact that you want to put your family first, that you don't want to leave River and me behind, but some jobs are too important, honey. Antonio's life is at stake. You want to go call the office?
Yeah, I do. Oh, Andrew, thank you.
Oh, don't thank me. Of course.
I'll send your waiter.
Thank you.
Maggie, hi.
Hi.
I'm sorry, I can't talk right now. I'm in kind of a rush.
Okay. See you later.
Who's that?
Well, some people that I know.
Ah, I gather that you don't want me knowing anything about your personal life. But I can hardly blame you. I'm just a stranger who showed up on your doorstep, or actually your bar stool, and immediately began asking all sorts of questions about my mother's death.
It's all right, really. It's just that I have told you everything that I can, everything that I know.
No. No, not everything.
What do you mean?
I think you know more than you're telling me.
Daddy? If someone wanted to trace money from a bank, a foreign bank, what would they do?
Well, they put in a request to the Justice Department, and they would contact the proper authorities in various known safe havens around the world.
Like where?
Well, Switzerland, Panama, Cayman Islands, Russia.
Then what?
Well, then they start to weigh the responses. And many of them, you know, they'll come clean if they knew that a murder was being investigated. You know what I think? I think that my daughter is starting to get interested in law again.
I don't think so. No, I'm just curious, that's all. But don't give me any state secrets because I'm still at Mama's.
What, are you kidding me? Your mother knows everything I know, and then some. I mean, she knows that we just put in some inquiries about where Carlo's stashing his money. And believe me, when we find it, and we find the person who's trying to get their hands on it, that person is our killer. Well, guess what this is? It says that I am lucky in love. I wonder who writes this stuff. Jeez. Excuse me, honey. Hello. Hey, Sylvia. Hi.
Regarding that power of attorney I need to gain access to Mr. Hesser's funds in your bank there, well, yes, I've got that document. I'm sending you a copy. Will that be acceptable? Excellent. Oh, and listen, will Banco de Rio contact me when I have access? Well, that's wonderful. Obrigado.
Uncle RJ? What was that all about?
Right, thanks. Yeah, listen, why don't you just fax it to me, okay? And then just mention to them that I'll call them first thing in the morning. All right? Thanks a lot. Bye.
I don't need to rehearse what I'm going to say on the stand.
You're a piece of work, you know that? Too arrogant to even help yourself.
Listen to me, Dea. This case isn't about winning or losing or getting off. It's about those people who showed up at the community center for my fundraiser. It's about those kids who look up to me. I don't want them admiring me because I'm El Leon or because I did time or because I went to work for Carlo Hesser and got to wear fancy suits or as somebody who beat a murder rap. If they're gonna look up to me at all, I want it to be because I showed them that it was possible to overcome the violence they see all around them. And even if I did make mistakes, I don't want them to think they made a mistake by believing in me. Can you get that through your head?
Sure. Very impressive. Very noble, too. But you make that speech to a jury, and you're finished.
So, Grandpa's telling me, ditch Kelly, don't take her to Paris. Dad is telling me not to worry about what Grandpa says, just ignore him. If you want to know what I think, I think everything's going to work out just fine. I mean, once we get away from our families, you know.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, you know what, I mean, I listen to my family every once in a while, you know, but Kelly has got Dorian spitting venom in her ear every day. How can you survive like that?
You can't.
That's right. So, she's going to come home pretty soon. We'll be packing, and away we go.
I feel better. I'm fine.
Yeah, right.
No, really, that orange juice and the vitamin C, that worked wonders. I'm feeling groovy. I'm off.
What? Where do you know, Kevin? You are not going anywhere, much less Rio de Janeiro.
Oh, yes, I am. I'm already packed and ready to go.
When did you pack?
When you went in the kitchen to make that disgusting sandwich.
Yeah, you ate it. Come on, Kevin. You're not going anywhere, my friend. Give me this.
Joey, stop. Come on. Cut it out. I'm not fooling around now. I didn't say anything when you decided to go fly off to Paris and live with Kelly.
Oh.
So I really don't want to hear anything about me going to do my job in Rio, okay?
I might have known.
You might have known if you were smart, but maybe you'll learn one day. Okay. I gotta run, so look, here's my last words of advice before you brave off the big bad world. Have fun in Paris. Enjoy it. Don't ever eat at a place called Chez Ma Man. And don't you dare get married without inviting me, okay? And do me a favor and tell Dad that I went down to Rio and I'll be back in a day or two with the story, all right?
All right. See ya.
Can I have a hug? Remember, I love you. Even if Mom did treat me better when we were kids.
She likes me better, but you told me not to tell you.
You be careful, okay?
Okay, I'm all set. I left a message with Clint's secretary, and I just have to get home and pack.
Okay, how long do you think you'll be gone, huh?
Oh, I don't know. 2 days. Couldn't be more than that.
Oh, no. Just gonna miss you, that's all.
Oh, I'll miss you, too. I'll call every night.
Good.
It's only a couple hours different. First thing is, I'm not going to be here for Valentine's Day with you and River.
Well, we'll just have to have our own little special Valentine's Day when you get back.
Okay.
Let's get you to the airport.
Okay.
Get you packed.
Yeah.
Off to Rio.
Yes.
You know what? I really can't stay. I better go.
But you haven't answered my question.
Ian, I don't understand why you think I know more about your mother's death than I've already told you.
Oh, please don't misunderstand. I mean, I'm not calling you a liar. I'm not. And I know I can't keep hounding you about this, but I'm so desperate for the information. And I'm enormously grateful for all the information and time that you've given me, but you were the last person to see my mother alive. And I need to know everything, even the slightest detail, however insignificant you think it is. I'm sorry. I'm not being honest with you.
the famous radio owner. Whew. Now, are you all set up for the poetry slam?
Just great. Looks like we're going to go all night long.
I cannot wait.
Me too. Where's Maggie?
Oh, didn't she tell you?
Tell me what?
That she's going over to the palace?
Okay. Well, I guess she just went to get ready for tonight, and no problem. I'll just get you over there. So long.
So long.
You've been far too kind for me to keep lying to you like this, and frankly, I was afraid you'd think I was bonkers if I told you the truth. But if you promise not to laugh, I will tell you why I've been hounding you.
Yes, please.
I mean, it's nothing, you know, dreadfully mysterious or anything. It's, I've been thinking about my mother in the days since her death. And it hurts so deeply that she died alone. And when I met you, and found out that you were the last person to see my mother alive, I felt this connection. And I wasn't willing to let it go. You think I'm absolutely insane?
No, I don't think you're insane. I'll never forget the day that my mother died. My family wasn't easy. In fact, I spent most of my childhood feeling like I was a disappointment to my parents. But when she died, I felt like I lost my one true champion. And a really big part of myself. I don't think I've ever felt so empty. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I get really emotional about these things.
No, please don't apologize. Actually, I'm quite relieved to be in America where you can show your emotions. I still believe it is actually a capital offense to show any feelings in England. It's probably why, in my father's eyes, I am not a good Englishman.
Hey, no, you can't be expected to keep your emotions in check when you've lost a parent like that. Oh, Ian, look, if it'll help you to talk about your mother, then I'd be more than happy to listen to you.
Thank you. And therefore, I must do something for you. How about an early supper?
I thought that you were leaving town soon.
Oh, not tonight.
Yes, sir. I know not to make speeches on the witness stand, okay?
Okay. Let's just assume you are on the witness stand. I'm the DA. Mr. Vega, please tell the court how many times you've been arrested.
3. Twice as a juvenile, once as an adult.
A juvenile record is expunged when you're 18. Never mention it.
Right. Actually, Mr. Gannon, I've been arrested twice. Counting this time.
How many convictions
1.
so far? You claimed at the time that you were wrongly convicted, is that right?
I was wrongly convicted.
Answer yes or no, Mr. Vega.
Yes.
And of course you claim you're wrongly accused this time.
Yes.
And you expect us to believe you? A convicted felon?
Yes.
Huh. Did you ever work for a gangster named Carlo Hesser?
Yes, I did.
Did you ever steal from him?
No.
How did he pay you? In checks or with cash?
Cash.
Did he pay you a lot?
Yes.
So there must have been a lot of cash lying around.
Sometimes.
And you never took any of it?
I've answered that. No.
You claimed recently that you gave a bunch of $1,000 suits to Goodwill. Is that true?
Yes.
And you also donated a fancy new car you owned.
Yes.
Must have been nice, driving around in all that shiny steel, wearing those fancy suits, everybody in your neighborhood admiring you. Where did you get all that money? Was it Carlo Hesser who gave you that money?
Yes.
So there was a lot of cash lying around his apartment, and you never took any of it?
No.
Not $1 bill?
No.
Oh, come on. With wads of cash lying around, surely you must have been tempted, say, to snatch a little bit for your poor, struggling mother, or maybe a few thousand for your girlfriend Andy to keep the law off your back.
No! And I'll never want to hear you say her name again. Am I understood?
Rachel, baby, you were right. That's what I needed. Food. Thank you.
Daddy, what makes you so sure that the person who has Carlo Hester's money is going to turn out to be the killer?
Come on, Ricky, don't be like that, all right? Look, I know Andy is your friend, but it's not going to be fun for me to look the Vegas in the face knowing I'm going to put Antonio away for the rest of his life. The guy, he put his life on the line several times for the LPD. I know that. But I've got him dead to rights, and if he goes for that money, it's going to tip the balance completely. Now, sweetheart, I'm sorry, but sometimes people we care for, they do bad things. And that's just the way it is.
Andy Harrison's off limits.
Wrong, Antonio. Your girlfriend is definitely part of the mix. Hank Gannon is going to love seeing you take the stand. Because after Nora's led you gently by the hand, letting you tiptoe through your story, Hank Gannon is going to shove you into the minefield that is your life. Now let's get back to work. Were you on a ship called the SS Orion the night of November 21st?
Yes.
Then why did you tell the police you weren't there? Speak up, Mr. Vega.
Excuse me, ma'am. I can't seem to
Just
get
a
my...
moment. Hi. You look like you could use an extra pillow.
Oh, thanks so much. That's so kind of you. Thank you.
And how about a drink?
Oh, yeah. Anything with vitamin C that would be peachy. Oh, and did you put one of those paper umbrellas in there for me?
Of course.
Kevin!
Cassie.
What are you doing
here?
Very good.
Anything else you need? Just Signal John or myself?
Thank you. To you.
Oh, thank you. I don't usually drink during the day, but when you asked me what was good here, this was the first thing that came to mind.
Well, I'm jolly glad that you did, because I do enjoy a good steak and a martini once in a while. That's odd.
What's that?
Well, I was just looking at this cool, clear liquid, and it reminded me of the lake at our summer home. I remember once my mother was out sketching the lake, and she suddenly realized that she had lost her locket. We looked and we looked, we couldn't find it. She was almost ready to drain the lake when she found it in her sketch box. Which makes it all the more upsetting.
What?
The loss of the locket. It meant so much to my mother, and now it's missing. It wasn't returned with her body. She wore it day and night. Do you ever remember seeing it on her?
A locket. Oh, I just caught a glimpse of her walking into the room. I don't know if I can say that I saw her wearing a locket.
Are you sure? She never, ever took it off. Please, please, try to remember.